Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Courtship. What Kevin McGarry and Kayla Wallace each said about their courtship. Hardies know that Kevin McGarry and Kayla Wallace met each other on the Courtship set during season 6. How long were they dating before they married in 2024? Here's what each of the When Calls the Heart stars said about their relationship timeline. What Kayla Wallace said about relationship timeline with Courtship co-star and husband Kevin McGarry. Hallmark is known for their romantic movies and series like Courtship. In addition, many couples like Kevin McGarry and Kayla Wallace met on a Hallmark set, and they married in 2024. What has Kayla and Kevin recently said about their courtship? Firstly, they joined When Calls the Heart Season 6. They filmed those episodes in 2018. However, it was in November 2020 that the couple went Instagram official. When Kayla recently promoted her new series, Landman, she shared what their relationship was like when they met. Speaking to People magazine, she admitted that romance wasn't an immediate thing. She continued, "It was definitely stretched out over many years that we were friends. But I think it's pretty common that people meet on set, at least in our industry." What Kevin McGarry said about meeting Kayla Wallace on Courtship set. While his wife Kayla Wallace just glossed over their meeting and how they were friends first, Kevin's story is more elaborate. Entertainment Now reported from the Hallmark Christmas Experience panel, where he shared some sweet details about their relationship. Firstly, Kevin, who portrays Mountie Nathan Grant, revealed that "she made me work for it." He was into her immediately. But as she stated, there was nothing when they met. Therefore, he had to work to win her love. He then joked that Kayla didn't remember much about him except that he had long legs. Then McGarry shared more. "I think 2 years went by and we became really close friends. And then I asked her out. She said no and made me work for it." It turned out that the COVID work bubbles that were required during the 2020 filming may have played a part in this love story. They were in the same bubble, and Kevin added, "So she really couldn't see too many people other than me." Kayla Wallace admits that a lot of things fell into place to meet. While Kevin McGarry surmised that the COVID work bubbles that they were required to be in when they filmed Courtship in 2020 played a part in this love story, Kayla Wallace admitted that if one of them did not have a good audition, things could have played out differently. She admitted, "Sometimes I think about, had I not got that audition or had he got that audition, would we know each other today?" For years, When Calls the Heart fans have been swept away by the love stories playing out in the fictional town of Hope Valley. But one of the most endearing romances of all hasn't been scripted. It's been happening behind the scenes. Kevin McGarry, who plays the steadfast and charming Nathan Grant, and Kayla Wallace, who portrays the sweet and spirited Fiona Miller, have been quietly building a real-life love story that rivals anything Hallmark has written. The pair met on set, surrounded by cameras, period costumes, and the camaraderie of cast and crew. At first, it was just another workday in the world of Courtship. Kevin was already well established in his role, navigating Nathan's trials as a devoted Mountie, while Kayla was relatively new, making her mark as the independent-minded Fiona. But according to both stars, something about those early interactions felt different. Kevin's take: the unexpected spark. When Kevin talks about those first few weeks of working with Kayla, there's an unmistakable fondness in his voice. "We were just colleagues at first," he once said in an interview. But Kayla has this energy. It's warm, grounded, and quick-witted all at once. She's the kind of person you want to be around, and I found myself looking forward to every scene we had together. For Kevin, the turning point wasn't a big cinematic moment, but a simple conversation during a break in filming. The cast was gathered around between takes, sipping coffee and chatting. Kayla cracked a joke, something dry, clever, and unexpected, and Kevin remembers laughing harder than he had in weeks. "It hit me right then," he admitted. "This wasn't just an actress I worked with. This was someone who could make me laugh, even on a long, rainy shoot day. That was when Kevin started looking for small excuses to linger after a scene wrapped, or to strike up conversations about everything from books to travel to what life was like growing up. Still, he played it cool, at least at first. "You don't want to rush anything when you work together," he explained. "It has to happen naturally. Friendship first." For Kayla, the slow burn was part of what made their connection so special. "We built a friendship before anything else," she shared. "That was important to me. When you spend so much time on set, you get to know each other in a way that's different from the outside world. You see how someone treats the crew, how they handle stress, and what kind of energy they bring to a group." Kayla says she noticed Kevin's kindness right away, not just to her, but to everyone on set. He remembers people's birthdays. He checks in on you if you've had a tough day. It's those little things that say a lot about who a person really is. And as their friendship deepened, so did the subtle signs that maybe, just maybe, there was something more. A lingering glance. A smile that lasted a fraction too long. A shared look when a scene wrapped and they knew they'd nailed it. The first real date. While neither of them has spilled every detail about how their romance officially began, they've both hinted at a moment when friendship quietly tipped into something more. Kevin recalls inviting Kayla for a walk one crisp autumn afternoon while filming in Vancouver. "It wasn't meant to be a date," he laughed. "At least, not officially." But the conversation just flowed. We lost track of time, and before we knew it, we'd been walking for hours. Kayla remembers that day too. "It felt like we'd stepped out of time. It was just the two of us, talking about life and dreams and family. There wasn't a big sweeping kiss at the end or anything. This wasn't a Hallmark movie. But I went home that night knowing something had shifted." Navigating love in the public eye. One challenge the couple faced early on was balancing their private feelings with the public nature of their work. WCTH fans are famously devoted, and the actors knew that any romantic involvement could stir up a whirlwind of interest. "We didn't want our relationship to overshadow the show or the work," Kevin explained. "So we took our time and kept things between us for as long as possible." Kayla agreed. "We wanted to protect what we were building. It wasn't about secrecy. It was about giving our relationship the space to grow without outside pressure." That low-key approach worked. By the time fans began speculating about their romance, Kevin and Kayla had already built a strong foundation, publicly acknowledging their relationship. When the pair finally went public, through sweet Instagram posts and red carpet appearances, fans reacted with pure delight. The internet was flooded with comments about how cute and perfect they were together. Many pointed out how their off-screen chemistry mirrored the warmth and camaraderie their WCTH characters brought to the show. Kevin said the decision to share more about their romance came naturally. "At a certain point, you just want to be able to celebrate the person you love without tiptoeing around it." Kayla admitted she was touched by the fans' reaction. "It was heartwarming to see how supportive people were. We didn't know what to expect, but the love we got back was overwhelming." Life beyond Hope Valley. Outside of filming, Kevin and Kayla's courtship has been filled with adventures that have nothing to do with period costumes or scripted lines. They've been spotted exploring cities, hiking trails, and enjoying quiet evenings together. One of their favorite shared hobbies is music. Kevin plays guitar, and Kayla loves to sing. Occasionally, they'll post playful videos of themselves performing together, a side of their relationship that fans have embraced wholeheartedly. Travel has also been a big part of their romance. Whether it's a quick weekend getaway or a longer trip between filming seasons, both say that seeing new places together strengthens their bond. "You learn a lot about a person when you travel with them," Kevin joked. "Like whether they're a light packer or a 'we're bringing 3 suitcases for a 2-day trip' person."